Hello. Okay, so today I thought I would show you every book I read in October, November, and so far in December. Today's the 4th. Uh, I've been feeling quite unmotivated with life, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to talk about things I love, and things I love are books. I mostly read in my Kindle. It's easier to get ebooks in English than it is to get physical books in English in Spain, so I read in my Kindle. Most of these are going to be thrillers. There's a couple of romance, and there's a couple of like different stuff, but it's mostly thrillers and mysteries because I was trying to read every book of the thriller and mystery category of the Goodreads Choice Awards before the final round, which is tomorrow, and I didn't read every single book, but you know what? I read quite a bit. Like I read quite a few of them. But yeah, I'm just going to tell you what I've read. So the first book I read in October was Fahrenheit. I have it written right here. I read in total like 18 books the two in the 2 months. So the first one was Fahrenheit 451, Fahrenheit 451. I don't know how you say it, by Bradbury, and it was a 3.5 stars for me. Yesterday, Eliza ASMR did a live show with Vida. I don't watch her. With another ASMR channel talking about this book for the book club, and I did not catch the live because I had to take care of my sister. So I couldn't watch it. But anyway, they read Fahrenheit 451 for the book club, and I had already read it, but I thought it was fine. It was middle of the road for me. I don't like classics. I'm not a classic reader. I'm a contemporary reader, and so far, like, it was a good one. I liked the style. It wasn't too convoluted. I liked that the story was very straightforward. It was action packed, and there was still social commentary. That's how you say it. So I thought it was interesting, but I just don't like this type of stories. I've learned. Also, I've been having not a great time with my ratings. I've been not feeling quite as excited about books, and books they haven't been like a disappointment, but my ratings are not very high. So if you are hoping for like 500 5 stars, there are not a lot of them here. But anyway, it was just Fahrenheit 451 was just a middle of the road good book that you can read. The next one that I read was a reread for Get a Life Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. It's the first book of the Brown Sisters series trilogy. Um, I read it for the first time last year, and I reread it in October because I was going to read At Your Age If Brown, which is the third one, and I wanted to reread the first one. It was a 5 star the first time, and it was a 5 star the second time. I really enjoyed this book. I love the protagonist because Chloe Brown is kind of introvert, nerdy kind of person. I'm an introvert, nerd kind of person. She deals with chronic pain and chronic illness, and I have some health issues of my own that I've been trying to get through lately. I have chronic illness as well, so I really like how it was portrayed. I really like the love, how the love interest, like the guy Fred. He was very fun. He was very caring, and I just really enjoyed it overall. And then I read At Your Age If Brown, which is the third book by Talia Hibbert of this series, and it was also a 5 star. It's a romance. I didn't know if I said it. It's a romance, and in the third book, If Brown is the youngest of their sisters, and she's like kind of the most explosive, I would say. So she decides to leave leave the house, Uh, so she leaves, and she ends up in a bed and breakfast kind of place, helping the guy run it. This guy run it, and this guy is the love interest, and he doesn't like her at first, but then things ensue, and they get in this we're like in this romance, and it was very cute, and I really liked all the characters, and it was a It was just a nice book, I guess. Then I read Confessions by Kanai Minato. Sorry if I butcher any name, like I'm Spanish, I cannot do this. But Confessions by Kanai Minato, and this was like a thriller. I don't exactly remember the book, but I gave it a 3.75 stars. So the thing is, it's the weirdest thriller I've read, I think. I read Bunny by Mona Wad, and that was very weird, but this is like the weirdest mystery thriller kind of book. It was very original and I really appreciate it. I just did not love it. I didn't love the plot. I didn't love how it was um, basically done, developed, and it's about this teacher whose daughter or son gets killed, and it was killed by someone in the class, so she poisons the milk that they have to drink. So it's this whole thing. It was really, like, I loved the concept, didn't love how it was done. Then there's the Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang, and this was another reread because I was going to read the third part of the series. So this is a trilogy as well, and the Kiss Quotient is about an autistic girl who wants to practice having sex because she is a virgin, and she wants to practice. She's not a virgin actually, but she wants to practice having sex for this guy. So she hires an escort, and it's a romance. It's I cannot talk on autism representation, but I thought it was fun. I love all the characters. I love how the story developed. It was a 5 stars the first time. It was 5 stars the second time, and then I read The Heart Principle, which is the third part of the series, and it's about this girl who gets famous online for playing the violin, and then she gets, it's not imposter syndrome, but she gets blocked like in her mind, and she cannot play anymore, and there's a love interest as well. This was a 4 star for me. I didn't love it. Honestly, the thing is, the first one really impacted me. The second one I liked. The second one was the worst for me, which is The Bright Test, and the third one, it was good, but I loved the writing by the author, but I just didn't love the plot as much. But it was still a 4 star. I mean, not bad. Then we get to all the thrillers and mysteries for the Goodreads Choice Awards. So I read A Slow Fire Burning by Paula Hawkins. I hate this book. I don't like Paula Hawkins. I don't like the way she writes. Well, I like The Girl in the Train. This book was slow. It was slow. It's a mystery. It's about this person who dies on a boat. Well, does he die on a boat? I guess so. And there are 3 women connected to it, and you have to find out who did it, who done it. And I just really did not enjoy this. It was very slow. I didn't care about any of the characters. I wasn't surprised by like the ending or the plot twist. Like, I could guess who had done it from like halfway through. I just really did not enjoy any part of this. I don't like the writing. I don't like the characterization of women in this book. It was just a mess, and I wish I had never read it. I gave it 1 star. I almost DNF'd it like 500 million times, but I was like hoping that it would like be surprising on the end or something. It wasn't, so 1 star for me. Then I got In My Dreams I Hold the Knife by Ashley Winstead. It's another thriller, it's another mystery, it's very fast paced. I gave it 4 stars. It's about a reunion from college. So alumni are getting together 10 years after graduation, and on the senior year of this group of friends. There are 6 of them. One girl died, like in their senior year, and one person was arrested. But they're talking about who was the real killer and what happened. So it was very well done. I love academic vibes. I love books that are set in college or in university or surrounding all academia. So I really enjoyed that. It was fun. I really liked it, and I did not expect the ending. Like I did not guess it. So that was fun. Then, oh, I have another romance. I try to read both thrillers and romances because I get really tired of both of them. Wait a second. Well, it's not like I get tired of them, but whenever I read like many thrillers, one after the other, I just get stuck in this rut and I get in a reading slump. So I try to read some romances or contemporary books in between. So I read Isn't It Romantic by Lisa K. Adams. Lisa K. Adams. I don't know how to say that. And it's the fourth part in the romance book club. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me, but it's the fourth book in a series, and it's about the Russian guy this time. I gave it 4 stars. I really like it. I don't think the characters were developed as much or the plot was developed as much. I like the concept more than I like the way it was done. I was hoping for this story from the first book, like since I read the first book, and I think I had very high expectations of this story, and in the end it was a bit like but it was still very cute. I love how men read to be better in this world. So basically the overall plot is that there's this club of men that read romance books in order to learn how to deal with their problems in their relationships and how to be better boyfriends, husbands, whatever, to their partners, significant others. So I gave it a 4 stars. I think next year I'm going to be rereading all of the series again, and I don't know, it was just fun. I would recommend it. Then, Survive the Night by Riley Sager. If you're in the mystery thriller kind of scene for the past couple of years, Riley Sager is the author of Lock Every Door, what's this called? The House one, Final Girls, The Last Time I Lied, and this is his last book. It's called Survive the Night, and I give it 3 stars. It's my least favorite Riley Sager book. I get very tired of him. I like the way he writes, and I loved Lock Every Door and The Last Time I Lied, but this book was just too long. It wasn't very thrilling. It tried to be fast paced, but it wasn't. I was not engaged that much. In the end, it was just like fine. I was like, meh. It's more of a 2.5 star kind of read for me. I didn't really care about the plot. I didn't really care about the characters. So I was just like, It was just another book. Then I read The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. It's not my first Peter Swanson, and for me, all his books are middle of the road thrillers. This was another 3 star. I read what's it called? I don't know, Every Bow, like something Every Bow. And I also read 8 Perfect Murders. I like 8 Perfect Murders more than this one. The Kind Worth Killing is about this man who meets a woman in the airport, and the man has just found out that his wife is cheating on him with the contractor of their house. So the woman at the airport basically offers to kill this woman, the wife. So it's all about that story, and I really love the concept. Like when I read the synopsis, I was like, oh my god, I'm going to love this, but I didn't love it. The surprise element is just not there. Like halfway through, like I knew everything that I wanted to know. I didn't like the romance that was thrown into it. I didn't really like the characterization. I don't like the main character, and not in the way that, oh, I hate the way he is. I just, because I like sometimes like the characters that are problematic. I just didn't like the way he was done. It was very like flat. He wasn't very rounded. So it was just a bit monotone for me, the whole story. 3 stars, not bad. Then, oh, I read Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Finney. I gave it 4 stars. I don't really remember the book that much, but I remember liking it. I finished it at 3 a.m. I stayed up all night to read it, to finish it, because it's a page turner. Uh, it was very thrilling for me. It's about this couple who goes on vacation for a weekend to try to save their marriage, but strange things are happening. So I love the atmosphere. I love the kind of winter vibes that it was giving me. I read this just after Halloween, so it was very fun, and honestly it was very fast paced. I didn't know what was happening. I loved the women, like the wife, the main characters. I liked other characters as well. I didn't really like the husband, but you know what, that happens sometimes for me. Overall, pretty good, pretty exciting. I liked it. And then I read The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. It was a 3 star, middle of the road kind of thing. Once again, I've been reading a lot of books that I love the concept of, but not the story itself, and this one happened like it was the same. I get that it's retelling of Jenner, I think. Haven't read the original. I'm not a classics fan, as I've said. But basically, this is about uh, this couple. So there's this girl who meets a guy in this neighborhood and finds out that the wife of this man has died, has passed away, but in reality, the man is keeping her locked up in the well, the woman goes missing, presumed dead, and in reality, the man has her locked up in the attic. Uh, Meanwhile, the man is meeting this new girl, and they are having like this romance, and everyone's talking about it. I just didn't really like it. It wasn't very surprising to me. It wasn't like very exciting. I did not care about any of the characters except for the woman that is locked up, and we don't get a lot of her point of view. So that was kind of. I did not like the main couple. I could not stand them. I understand that that's kind of the point, but I just couldn't. I was like shouting at the girl like, "Don't you realize?" But obviously she doesn't, and it's part of the plot. But I just didn't. Honestly, it was just middle of the road again. Like another 3 star. What a surprise! Things just stay the same with this. Next book I read Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala. I don't know how you pronounce that name. I gave it another 3 stars. But this book made me realize I love cozy thrillers, cozy mysteries. It's about this family who has a restaurant. It's a Filipino family, so you get a glossary with some names and terms in Filipino culture, but also recipes. And it's about this family who has this restaurant, and this guy who has been writing bad reviews about the restaurant dies while eating and dining at the restaurant, and it's all about the mystery and who has done it and who really did it, because the family is accused, but they didn't do it. So it was quite fun. I really liked the family dynamics and all of the culture. I love the friendships in here. I really love the relationship between the characters. I just thought that the ending was very rushed. The mystery was like a second thought, like it was not the main focus of the book, and I was reading it for the mystery. So it was just like, but still, I really love the dynamics between the characters. So if you want a more character focused or like character based book, this one is a good one. Then I was getting very fed up of mysteries once again, so I read another romance, and it was Fixera by Tessa Bailey, and it's part of the Hot and Hammer trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. Right now I'm reading the second book, but the first book, 3 star. I I kind of cared about the relationship and how it all developed, but honestly, I don't like the smut scenes. I like the steamy romances. I'm all about that. I like contemporary romance, and this one is one of those. But I don't love the writing style. I did not like the sex scenes, so just something to look out for. I'm reading the second one because once again I'm fed up of all of the thrillers I've been reading, but I honestly do not care that much about the couples in here. Mm, it's just a bit. I like the idea of there's this club inside the book of women who are trying their best to like do what they want and find a way forward for themselves, either professionally or in their love lives. But honestly, I just didn't really care enough about it. I will edit that out. Okay, we're down to the last 3 books, and I have thoughts. I have opinions, and I don't know if I agree with them, with my own opinions. So, All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. This book is a thriller, and it was a 3 star for me. Objectively, it's a 4 star. Well, is it? I love the commentary on racism. Obviously, I'm white, I cannot speak on it, but I really like the way it showed how racism is imposed in companies. This book is about a woman, a black woman who's working as a lawyer in this company, and her boss, who she's having an affair with, dies. He's murdered, and there are a lot of secrets in this company, and we have to find who did it and all of that. There's a lot of topics on how women are treated in the workplace and how especially black women are treated in the workplace. I think that's very important and central to the plot. However, I did not like the mystery part of it. I didn't like most of the like the secrets, All Her Little Secrets. There are a lot of like uh kind of little mysteries, and you're expected to care about them, but honestly I didn't. I more or less guess what most of them were, so I was like cool, and then when they were revealed I was like cool. So it was just a bit like, okay, I appreciated the social commentary. I didn't really like the mystery part of it. Then I had Razor Blade Tears by S.A. Cosby, who is the writer of Blacktop Wasteland, something among those lines. I didn't read the first one, but he was nominated again, and this book has been getting really great reviews. It was a 3.5 star for me. I understand why people love it. I get it. I get that it's fast paced. I get a lot of stuff about it. It's about these two main characters whose sons die. Their sons are together. They are a married couple. So it's about a gay couple who dies, well, who is murdered, and their parents, their fathers, are trying to figure out who has done it, because the police are not trying hard enough. Their parents are or were homophobic, and they had no contact with their sons, but they are trying to make up for it by finding out who did it and just getting revenge. What's is set in Virginia. I don't really like books set in southern in the south of the United States of America. I don't like that idea. There's a lot of important social commentary on homophobia, and there are content warnings for this book. There's like really bad things happen to LGBT, like people from the LGBT community, and being part of the community myself, this book was very hard to read, and all of the opinions that the main characters have, and I understand their growth, but honestly, I just couldn't get into it. I felt very attacked. I did not enjoy that we are looking at the story through the eyes of homophobic parents, even though they grow. It was just too hard for me. There was also one of the main topics is racism, because one of them is black and the other one is white. I did not like the mafia part of it, like this idea of gangs, because both of these characters have a past. Couldn't care less about it, honestly. I really could not care less about their past and how it affects the present for them. I understand that it's like objectively like a 4.5 stars kind of book. It just wasn't for me. And finally, we have The Push by Ashley O'Drain. I finished this book yesterday. I started it yesterday. I have not given it a rating so far. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's about this woman who has a daughter, and she thinks that the daughter is evil, but her husband thinks that she's the one who has problems, because there's this matriarchal line of her mother, her grandmother, and her following these same patterns of behavior, or they are not good mothers. So there's the idea of nature versus nurture. Is she a good mother? Is her daughter actually evil? Is she a reliable narrator, or is she um, like has psychological problems that affect her view on her kid? And then she has another kid. She has a son, and the son, well, I cannot say, but basically it's about how she feels about motherhood with one kid, with the other, and everything surrounding it, and how her husband kind of acts in regards to her. I still don't know. What I know is that I really don't want to be a mother. This book really shows everything that I fear in motherhood, and I didn't want to be a mother anyway. But this really reinforced that idea. So that's everything that I've read so far since October. If you want to see more wrap up videos or TBR videos like to be read, what books I'm planning to read in the um, near or far future, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.